Over the course of this semester, our group has looked at language at work in many ways, one of which is by thinking about the groups that we are a part of as communities of practice. A community of practice, as defined by Ahern, is an aggregate of people who come together around mutual engagement in an endeavor. In this video, our group will be outlining some of the communities of practice that we belong to and how they relate to gender and power. One group that I am a part of on campus is a Club for Future Teachers, which allows us a place to discuss the process of becoming teachers. Because the club is built around the mutual engagement and the endeavor of becoming teachers, the club is a community of practice. Teaching, and therefore our club, is female-dominated. Part of the reason for this is because teachers are expected to be caring, patient, etc., which are qualities that women in general are also often expected to possess. Teaching, in a way, is a gender performance in which typically females practice caring and patience with children.
We are strictly coming together to raise money for our philanthropy, which is St. Jude. So we host a lot of fundraising events and little things to raise money for that, and also just to get to know our sisters as well. We also do things like that to get to know our fraternity brothers. So I would say gender would come into that because we are pretty much split, fraternities and sororities, with our genders. And one example of that would be a fun thing we've been doing this past year is kind of having girls from each sorority run against each other to win the title of being like the fraternity's girl. For example, Delta Chi, the fraternity, last year we had one of our girls run against each other with other sororities to win the spot of D Chi Darling.
Sky, and the group that I am a part of is the NEU Hapa Club, which is the Hawaiian and Pacific Islander Club. We're a speech community because we speak Hawaiian Creole English with each other, as well as some Hawaiian. And there are some gender separation between our movements when we do dances for luau. And for girls, it's more of a flowy, graceful movement, and boys hold a more stronger and stiffer motion while they do dances.
Currently not a part of any groups here at NAU, but before I transferred, I was a part of a junior college men's basketball team. And I believe that was a speech community because we have spent every day together and helping each other work towards our same goals, and we all shared the same type of love for the game. I believe this relates to gender and power because of how I always remembered the fans always being mostly at the men's game and not as much as the women's game, because I believe they thought men's was more exciting with the athleticism and dunking. But I believe they should get more respect because they work as hard just
I chose to do mine on the sororities here at NAU, and I consider that a community of practice because it is a group of girls who come together who have similar interests. I want to talk about the difference between sororities and fraternities here at NAU and why are they not the same gender. Because sororities and such as girls were seen as more quiet and emotional, versus men being in fraternities are seen as loud and rambunctious. However, every fraternity and sorority is different here at NAU. We are not all the same.